from the student point of view, I think every background is different. I'm an international student, and I should say that the way studies are done here, even the teaching and the learning style are quite different. So the first way to go around is find out how are things done here. How do they want my work presented and analyzed? How do they want me to go around answering my questions? That would be a very good turning point, because sometimes people get very sad when they are first-class students and they come to a new country and the degrees are just all of a sudden that bad. So you need to know exactly where you are and the study and learning styles. I didn't have to be so critical back at home when I was doing my undergraduate study, but I mean, now with the help of the study advice center, I'm doing very well, but they keep on commenting that I need to be more critical in my writing. So that's one of the major differences. And you know, honestly, there's always an issue of reference materials and books back at home, which is really available here. So the lecturers don't look for you to actually tell them what you've read, but they want you to tell them your opinion of what you've read, which is quite different from what we expected in a country where we don't have enough resources. Even when you go to class, you need to do extra reading to actually be in tune in what is going on and understand the basic and fundamentals of what you're learning. So that's the basic difference.
Whereas here, you're more on your own.
Yeah, they will guide you in class, and then the information is available, so go fish it out. And yeah.
And was that a shock?
Well, I kind of expected MSc to be very demanding, but honestly, it really was a shock, because my department, for example, when you're given assignment, you're required to give a minimum of 15 references, yeah, to show that you've actually read, you have all knowledge and first information on the subject at hand, which wasn't so at home. I mean, you needed to give references, but they wouldn't even say a minimum of 15. No.
Right.
Even for a 200 word essay, you need a minimum of 15 references, which is quite good because it makes me explore more and find out more. Well, yeah, you have more freedom but limited time
Yes.
to finish up your assignments. Yeah, but you have more freedom. Yeah. But the critical aspect comes in where you have to actually ask yourself, I've read this information, what is it telling me? Do I agree with it? Am I skeptical about the facts that is being given? What's my own opinion about this issue? And then the issue comes to, how do I put all this together to come out with a very good essay that anyone reading will appreciate, understand, and enjoy? Yeah. I was doing this course in the biology department. The first essay we put in, the feedback wasn't that bad, it wasn't that good, but I felt that I was better than that. And then it occurred to me that during the International Welcome Week, a lady from the study advice came to tell us that they were open to students to come and talk about the academic work spanning from English to maths, and that it wasn't for students who were academically handicapped or struggling. It was also for students who were good and just needed more direction. There's always room for improvement for everybody. It doesn't matter how brilliant you are. So then I came to the study advisor and saw Gil Alak, and then he took me to a couple of things and highlighted a couple of things, and then I took note of a lot of things he said. For example, he said to me the best way to go about my work is do the work and then finally do the introduction, because that way you know how you're going about it and you can give all the selling information and give the impression that the lecturer needs. And since then it's really helped. I mean, for one of my papers I remember scoring 82%, which was really cool, and I was really proud of myself, you know. So I would say that if you're an international student, it doesn't matter how brilliant and smart you are, especially if you're required to hand in a lot of assignment, you should try and visit the study advice and get an idea about how to approach your questions, be it case studies, be it normal essays, be it reports, and it would actually make you proud of yourself eventually. And I like the fact that it's just 30 minutes, so you can actually plan, what do I require? Pay attention. These are the questions I want to ask. This is the clarification I need, which is really good. 30 minutes is enough to actually give everything you need. And then if you want to come for subsequent feedback or more help, you come. So yeah, I do enjoy the...
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know, I mean, subsequently I realized some of my friends do come to study advice as well. I was like, okay, so maybe we all need help. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, how do you mean? You realize?
You know, like, sometimes you feel like you're the only one struggling in class, but that's not actually. A lot of people are struggling, they're not sure who to talk to. Sometimes peer studying or peer help really helps, but then it always helps to get expert, more experienced judgment on an issue. Yeah, so you could talk to your peers, but it always helps if you go to study advice. You get better understanding of the issue at hand.